Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 11th accountancy afternoon video. In this video, we discuss chapter number 3, that is books of prime entry. We already discussed some topics in this chapter. Theory point of view we discuss, and some point of view we discuss accounting equation approach. In that accounting equation approach, we solve 4 example sums and also exercise sums. I hope that you complete 8 sums minimum in your accounts ruled sum notebook. That is chapter number 3, books of prime entry, accounting equation approach, 4 example sums, and minimum 4 exercise sums. Totally 6 sums are there. You should work all the 6 sums in your accounts ruled sum notebook. So in this video we discuss about a traditional approach, books of prime entry traditional approach. So under this approach, the twofold aspect, that is debit and credit, in each transactions are recorded in the journal by following double entry system. So in this traditional approach we should follow double entry system of bookkeeping. We already discussed about the meaning of double entry system of bookkeeping, that is, it is one of the complete scientific method of bookkeeping. So in this double entry system of bookkeeping, each and every transaction will have 2 aspects. Both the aspect will be recorded in the books of accounts. Both debit aspect and credit aspect should be recorded. So that's why it is called as complete system of bookkeeping, scientific system of bookkeeping. So in the case of traditional approach, we should follow double entry system of bookkeeping to record all the books of transactions in the books of accounts. So for the purpose of recording the transactions, accounts are classified into personal and impersonal. So totally the accounts are broadly classified into 2, personal and impersonal. So personal account means an account related to person is called personal account. The personal account may be natural or artificial or representative personal account. Natural personal account means that is human beings. Suppose in a business concern, if any account is opened in the name of the individual, that account is called as natural person's account. Vinod account, Ravi account, likewise. Artificial person account means artificial person refers to the person other than human beings recognized by law as person. That is group of persons and the company names and any other group's name. If that name will be opened for an account means that account is called as artificial person's account. That is, they include business concerns, charitable institutions, etc. Suppose if a business concern opened in the name of Bata and Company account, so it is one of the artificial person's account. Bank account and any other group of persons account are called as artificial person's account. Then representative person's account. So in the case of representative person's account, these accounts are which represent persons, natural or artificial, or a group of persons. In the case of artificial person's account. Okay, so representative person's account means it can be either a artificial person or a group of persons or a natural persons. That is outstanding salary account, prepaid rent account. That is when expenses are outstanding, it is possible it is payable to a person, hence it represents a person account. That is representative person account. If any prepaid account are to be opened in the business. That account is called as a representative person's account. Next, impersonal account. So impersonal account means all accounts which do not affect persons are called impersonal accounts. It may be a real account, it may be a nominal account. So real account means all accounts related to tangible and intangible properties and possessions are called real accounts. So whatever the account maintained in the business, that account may be an asset account, that is property account. That type of account is called as a real account, that is tangible or intangible properties. And then tangible real account means tangible real account. That means accounts related to properties and possessions which can be seen and touched. So what are the properties which are in the business? That property will be seen and touched. That type of property account is called as tangible real account. For example, plant and machinery, land and building, furniture, stock. So that type of accounts is one of the tangible asset, tangible properties of the business. Because of these type of properties, easily we can see and we can touch and we can value the property. Intangible real account means these account include properties and possessions which cannot be seen and touched. Those properties which cannot be able to touch or see, but it can be valued. So that type of property account is called as intangible real account. So they do not have physical existence. That is goodwill account, copyright, patent right, and trademark. These are some of the example for intangible real accounts. And the nominal account. Nominal account. The account related to all expenses and losses and all revenues and gains. That type of account is called as a nominal account. What all the expenses incurred in the business, for each and every expenses the business should maintain an account. For each and every revenue the business should maintain an account. So that type of income account and expenses account are called as nominal account. And this nominal account will be balanced and the balance will be taken to trading and profit and loss account. Because of in order to find out the real profit or loss of the business concern. Okay, so with that we conclude this video. We can continue the same chapter in next video. So student, you can complete the assignment given and you can complete the assignment, send a task complete message in the group. Okay, thank you.